Well, good morning, guys. Big A coming to you live from the Greenway. People said, isn't it cold and rainy and wet out there? Yes, it's cold and rainy, but we got weight to lose. Big A's got to get his butt in shape. So we can't let these excuses hold us back. I want to talk to you about something that's really, I think, important. And it happens incrementally. I deal with guys all the time that deal with issues that they try to rationalize. And man, I started thinking about this week. 2 weeks ago, there was a camper up in the chimney tops, is where they think it started, in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. A fire started up there, and there were huge warnings everywhere. Do not start a fire. It's too dry. It hadn't rained up here in months. It posted everywhere. But some guy started a fire. There's somebody waking up this morning that knows exactly what happened, and he's got on his conscience now over a dozen people dead as a result of him starting this fire. He didn't mean to. I mean, I'm not hammering on the guy. It was an accident, no question. Nobody would do something like that intentional. But there's over 1,000 houses also that has burned down. Robin and I used to have a home there that we vacationed at, and we sold it years ago. But the area was called Cobley Knob, Bent Creek Golf Course, and we had a little condo there. And I don't know if it burned or not, but over 100 houses just in that development alone burned. All as a result of somebody not heeding the warning. And here's what my point is this morning. That fire started with this. One little spark. That's how it started. It took countless men to put that fire out. Well, here's the analogy that I want you to think about this morning for you as an individual. What little spark in your life is going on right now that you need to extinguish before it gets you in trouble? I deal with men every day. We lead all these mastermind groups. We have a community. I'm privileged to coach men all over the globe. And one common thing that they all wrestle with is making the right decision regardless of what it costs them. And that's what I want to talk to you about this morning. When you're alone privately, what are these small little things that you're doing to rationalize the bigger picture? And most of the time I find that it has financial consequences. That's where we wrestle the most, when it costs us money. Sometimes we compromise our integrity. Sometimes we say, well, it doesn't really matter, you know, that's a big corporation, they won't miss it, or no one will know, they won't find out. I took Abby to dinner, my granddaughter, not long ago, and I was explaining to her about expenses and how it worked. And I told her that you were able to write off these business meals if you're talking about business. And I said, but a lot of people take advantage of that. And she looked at me, I'll never forget, and she said, Big A, have you done that? Oh, it broke my heart. It was like, you know what, Abby, I have in the past. I have called things corporate dinners that weren't necessarily corporate dinners. Or there are things that we pad our expense account, or there's places in our balance sheet and our profit and loss statement to put expenses that don't really belong there. And we think it's okay as long as we don't get caught. But it's one little flame that could cause catastrophic damage in the future, maybe in your family. We try to teach our kids to do the right thing, yet we as adults are compromising. What are you paying for today on PayPal and you're calling it for friends and family, but it's really for a service? Uh-oh, that kind of stung, didn't it? What about Netflix? Whose account are you using on Netflix instead of your own? You know, you may as well march yourself down there to Netflix and take $12 out of the cash register every month. Or what songs are you downloading for free and handing them out? And I know I'm not hammering on you this morning. I'm saying that it's an integrity thing. We have to use this measure. The litmus test, if you would you want your family knowing it? Would you want your grandkids knowing it? It would be hard for me to sit there with my grandkids and teach them integrity and honesty and be persons of, you know, great moral value when I'm doing things on the side that are really having maybe insignificant consequences at the time, but could have catastrophic damages in the future. And I want you to take a personal evaluation of yourself. I want you to sit and think, how can I maybe do the right thing? What am I doing today? No one else knows but me. You're laying down in bed at night and you're thinking through your day and you're thinking, Quite honestly, I probably should stop doing this. We need to be people of integrity. We need to be people that make the right decisions regardless of the costs. And I can't even tell you how many times I've made the wrong choice. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not casting a stone. I'm telling you, 38 years of business, I've made some wrong choices. And I don't want you to make the same wrong choices. And that's why I'm calling you out on it today. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about the areas of your life that you could improve. I challenge you to do this evaluation and today stop doing those small things that seem inconsequential. They're going to be consequential at some point in some way in your life. And I can't even imagine how much better our lives would be if we would take this personal evaluation. There's only one person you're in charge of, and that's yourself. And I want to know how you're going to live this day. This is Big A. I'm coming to you live from the Greenway. If you think this is beneficial, share it with some of the persons that you know, maybe your mastermind group, your accountability group, people that are in your sphere of influence. Maybe it will help them, but the things that we're doing today are going to have lasting impact in the future. I hope you guys kill it this week. Have a good one.